Hi, I'm Bill from CJ Pony Parts. I think it's safe to say that any true Mustang enthusiast would love to have a new GT350 in their garage. Because of limited production and the price of them, a lot of people probably aren't going to be able to swing one. That doesn't mean, though, you can't get some touches from the GT350 and add them to your 15 through 16 Mustang. One of the parts we've really been dying to get our hands on here at CJ's is the GT350 steering wheel. Today we're going to show you how to install that on your Mustang using my 2015 Mustang GT. The GT350 steering wheel is going to fit all 2015 through 2016 Mustangs regardless of engine options or transmission, and it's going to be a direct replacement for your existing steering wheel. It screams performance with its Alcantara and leather design, high quality stitching, larger bolsters, centering stripe, and flat bottom. As the wheel comes out of the box, it's meant to go on a manual transmission car only, basically because that's the only way the GT350 is available. If you have an automatic with paddle shifters, though, you can still use this steering wheel. This back plate here is easily removable. You simply remove this plate and install the one from your paddle shifted car right on the steering wheel. For this installation, you'll need a 1/4-inch ratchet, 10mm socket, 1/2-inch ratchet, 24mm socket, small pick, and a T20 Torx bit. You want to begin the installation by disconnecting your battery. We're going to be removing the steering wheel, so we're disconnecting switches and the airbag itself, so you definitely don't want power going through the car when you're doing this installation. I'm going to show you the process of removing the airbag on this wheel out of the car first so you can get a better idea, because it's going to be kind of hard to see once you get inside. You look on the side of your wheel, you'll see two small holes here. What you're going to do is put a pick through that hole, and the spring here, you're going to get up against it and push the spring, and that's going to release the airbag. You'll do that on both sides. I'll start by disconnecting the red plug here. To move it to additional plugs, use a pick or something small, get up underneath it, and lift it sort of straight up. Okay, with the wheels and steering wheel straight, I'm going to remove the bolt for the steering wheel. Remove the wheel and pull it off. Here you can see a comparison between the GT350 wheel and my stock wheel off my premium GT. Overall, it's got a much better feel to it, much better componentry, much higher level materials to it. The Alcantara suede along with the leather all feels a lot richer, more luxurious than the factory wheel. Thickness-wise, it's a little bit thicker, not a huge difference on it. When you put your hand on it, you'll feel it, but it's definitely not night and day. You see you got that nice race-inspired look with the flat bottom, and also with the stripe on the top, just a much better looking wheel. Now we're going to transfer over everything from our existing wheel to our GT350 wheel. That's going to include the trim, stereo controls, cruise control, all the other controls on the wheel. We're going to unscrew from the center here, and we're going to transfer them over. Now we'll install the new wheel the same way, just line it up, push it in place, it'll lock on, and reinstall the screws. Controls on the side, these are stacked on top of each other here, so you have to remove all the hardware at the same time to remove both pieces. Pull it off and unplug it. Once the top piece comes off, you can access the last screw for the bottom. And plug that and move it over to our new wheel. Plug into our new wheel. Make sure that clicks together back there. And we can screw it back in. And we'll do the same thing with the other side. We're putting the sides together. This clip here is going to go behind the plastic. This little tab here is going to kind of go in front of it. So you sort of have to get them both lined up when you push it on. Get it just right, it'll click into place. And there's a completed assembly ready to go back on the car. To reinstall the car, it's the same way we took it off. You want to fish these two wires up through the top here. Make sure these two yellow tabs go in these two holes on either side of the main connection. Okay, once you get everything lined up, you can reinstall the steering wheel bolt. Start by reinstalling the main harness here. If you forget to plug that in, none of this stuff's going to work for you. And the last step is to reinstall the airbag. These are color-coded yellow and black, so you can make sure they go in the right place. Slides on right up in here. And reinstall the airbag. These two large studs here, these are going to go where the springs were. They're basically on the outside of the spring. So you can sort of see in there, just line them up on both sides. Once you have it lined up, just push it back into place and your installation's finished. The GT350 steering wheel was a great mod for my 2015 Mustang GT. I love the fact that it almost looks stock, but has a great feel and adds that nice small custom touch you may not notice at first, but you really appreciate when you check it out. The installation's pretty straightforward, probably take you around half an hour, but be careful, take your time with those clips so you don't break them, and be back on the road in no time.